What's going on, everybody? Sausage here. Have you ever wanted to feel like a paranoid night guard spying on a family through grainy cameras at night? Welcome to 8 AM, an anomaly detection game where your only goal is to survive until morning. But is it creepy fun, or is it just boring surveillance? Let's talk about that. So let's start with the gameplay. 8 AM takes the anomaly detection formula that we've seen before, but instead of walking through empty hallways, you're spying on a family through security cameras. It's almost got a Five Nights at Freddy's vibe to it. There's over 160 anomalies to spot, which sounds insane, right? Tons of replay value, but the real question is it worth playing through all 160 plus? So it's your typical anomaly detection game, but here's how it works. You start at midnight rather than level 0, and if you spot an anomaly, the clock jumps forward, such as 1 AM, 2 AM, 3 AM, so on. But if you miss one, you're sent all the way back to midnight, which is like level 0. At first, the anomalies feel pretty obvious, such as the dad might be standing in front of the bed, or the mom might be hanging out in the bathroom, a stranger chilling in the crib room, pretty typical stuff. But once you hit around anomaly 30, that's when the anomalies start getting tricky, a little clever, a little more difficult to spot. There are jump scares, but you can toggle them on and off. But here's the weird part. As far as I could tell, they only happen outside of the cameras, never inside. So if you're looking through the cameras, you won't see a jump scare. But if you exit out of those cameras to choose whether there's an anomaly or not, because it's kind of like a computer station, if you back out, that's when the jump scares happen. Do I think it's a missed opportunity that there's no jump scares in the CCTV cameras? Absolutely. Still, there are little auditory touches like doors creaking, glasses shattering, or whispers in your ear that keep the atmosphere tense without going full cheap scare. Now, the graphics, not exactly amazing. The models are stiff, nothing groundbreaking, but the aesthetic, that's where 8 AM shines. Watching a family through grainy CCTV feels way more unsettling than just walking around empty rooms. That vibe alone is what pulled me into this game. Lastly, let's talk about the time and the value. 8 AM costs $4 on Steam. I beat it 5 times in under an hour, and I got 2 of the 3 achievements. The first few runs might take maybe 5 to 10 minutes each, since the anomalies are pretty obvious, they're pretty simple. But later on, they're harder to spot, so it might take longer to complete each run. But the loop never changes. It's the same handful of cameras over and over and over. So with all of that said, 8 AM earns a rating of 7 sausages out of 10. The security camera gimmick hooked me right away, but I'll be honest, it wore thin pretty fast. The jump scares felt cheap, and not using the cameras for scares, that is a huge missed opportunity. Again, maybe I just didn't get far enough to experience those, but in the hour that I played, they just weren't in the cameras. With that said though, I could see the right person sinking hours into this anomaly hunting game, but it just wasn't enough to keep me hooked personally. So my recommendation would be to wait until the game is about half off. And that's 8 AM. It's a creepy concept, it's got solid atmosphere, but it's not quite the scare fest I was expecting. So I'll leave you guys with one question. Would you spend the night spying through CCTV cameras, or is this one an easy skip? Let me know in the comments below. If you got this far, consider liking and subscribing. I also stream on Twitch occasionally. I have a Discord for both content creators and casual viewers alike, and I'm a Steam curator, so consider following me on all of those platforms as well. I'll leave a link to everything in the description below. Anyway, I think I'm going to cut my review here. Mahoney out.